How's Ken doing?
Ken is doing good. Glad to have him back. He moved around well on Sunday, and today he moved around really good. So it was good to see him be back out there with us and moving around. So he's looking good.
Do you
We hear-
anticipate having him pretty much full go this weekend?
Yes, he'll be full go. this
We
week.
hear Joe Burrow described as a game manager. What's he like as a playmaker? What is that offense like? Is there explosiveness there, or is this just about they just kind of get it done?
For the most part, they do a great job of just taking whatever you give them. If they feel they have the matchups they want outside, they'll do a great job of throwing the deep ball and taking the shots outside. If they look at the box and the numbers already in the box and they think they have the best thing is for them to hand it off and run it, they will run it. One thing he does a great job of just taking care of the football and not putting the ball in harm's way.
How helpful is it for you guys when you get the kind of pass rush that you got last week?
Well, when you get as a DB, whenever you can get a pass rush, that's always great because it disrupts the timing. Quarterback has to throw the ball a lot sooner than he expected, and that affects the wide receivers because they're not running the routes at the depth when they're supposed to and things like that. So having a great pass rush is always helpful to the secondary.
Have you been pleased with how your guys have handled the, I guess, natural reshuffle that comes with losing a Jalen Jones and a Montrell Custis?
I am. It's a group. They've been playing quite a bit, and of course, it's always hard to lose two guys like Jalen and Montrell that you were depending on. But they understand that's part of the game, and it was the next man up, and they did a great job of just helping each other, and we had to shuffle some guys around, and they're spending the extra time in the film room and learning what to do, and and things like that. So that's the good thing about having an older group and guys with some playing experience that they understand that part of it.
AJ was saying he doesn't like these late games like this. As a former player and now as a coach, what do you do to sort of kill time and stay fresh on a day where you don't play until 8:15?
Well, normally we'll travel on Friday, and sometimes on Friday we may go watch a movie on Friday, and Saturday morning we'll wake up, we'll have position meetings, offense and defensive meetings, we'll have walkthroughs, and then we always have a couple hours that we'll leave to them where they can go back, take a nap and things like that. So we have meetings and walkthroughs built in during the day just to keep them occupied and to keep their mind on football and their assignments.
How many guys do you have at this point taking snaps at multiple positions?
Right now we have Miles Hartsfield. Miles is working at corner, and he's also working at our star position, which is a nickel position. We have Javian Hamilton. He's also working corner and also at the nickel position. And we have Jedrick Woods, which he can fill in at any position back there. So he's worked at nickel, strong safety, free safety. So we have about 3 or 4 guys where they're smart enough where we can shuffle them around and they're able to learn and not miss a beat. So that was good.
Yeah, what does it take to be able to perform at a high level at multiple positions?
Well, we first of all, you have to be a student of the game, and but those guys put a lot of time in just studying tape and watching tape. And all 3 of those guys, they have a high football IQ and play with good instincts. And so some guys are able to do it, and some aren't. And just being around them and being with them over a period of time, you can usually tell which ones can handle multiple positions and which ones just probably need to focus on just one.
Give us some insight on the freshman, Keidron Smith. He played a lot against Kent State. Do you anticipate him getting more and more reps as the year progresses?
Keidron is doing a great job. He's really coming along. As a freshman, he showed us what he could do in practice. But when you put him in a game, you're always nervous because sometimes they'll get caught up in the atmosphere. So we threw him out there for a few snaps, and when he was out there, he looked poised, and he didn't look like he was didn't look like he was nervous. He was communicating. And then the next week, we gave him a few more snaps and a few more snaps, and now he's to the point where we trust him. So we trust him, and we allow him to go play. And he's really a mature kid to be a freshman. He's not afraid to come in and play the run, but he also does a great job of playing press man and staying on top of the wide receivers.
When you guys played LSU last year, that was when Jordan took over essentially with, Shea coming back in and back out. What do you remember from, finding out that Shea was going to be out and watching Jordan step in?
I remember when he came in and he stepped in and he did a great job when he first got thrown in there. The ball was moving and it seemed like he just commanded the offense and they were responding to him and and things like that. And I was on the sideline talking to the defensive guys and I just heard the ball moving and heard some of the defensive guys cheering for him and things like that. And but he's he's done a great job, and this year he's going to go into the game as the guy. So we're excited.
Thank you, Coach.
All right,
you.
no problem. Appreciate it.